everyone, it's Dr. Mac. Happy summer. I have the privilege to be in Washington, D.C. I'm here with the Do the Right Thing Challenge. Our middle schoolers had the opportunity to write an essay, and 2 Jackson-Madison County students were chosen as national ambassadors. They had their essays published in this book, and this book was presented today to the Library of Congress. And so they got to go today, and I think some of them got to read their essays. It was super cool. But Joshua Bernheisel in the 8th grade, Northeast Middle School, and Milani Washington in the 8th grade at Jackson Career and Technology. And their essays are published in this book along with other ambassadors from all over the country. And so that's why I'm here in Washington, D.C. While I was here, I went to a bookstore and I bought a book that I liked so much because it has a little bit about 13 really important historical people, and also kind of sends an awesome message about how awesome I think all of you are. So I wanted to read it to you, and I hope you enjoy it. Have I told you lately how wonderful you are? How the sound of your feet running from afar brings dancing rhythms to my day. How you laugh and sunshine spills into the room or into the hall. Have I told you how creative you are? A woman named Georgia O'Keeffe moved to the desert and painted petals, bone, bark. She helped us see big beauty in what is small, the hardness of stone and the softness of feather. Have I told you that you are smart? You know who that is? That you braid great ideas with imagination. A man named Albert Einstein turned pictures in his mind into giant advances. Oh, I didn't show you the book. Let me put it back up there. That you braid great ideas with imagination. A man named Albert Einstein turned pictures in his mind into giant advances in science, changing the world with energy and light. Have I told you that you are brave? A man named Jackie Robinson played baseball and showed us all how to turn fear to respect and respect to love. He swung his bat with the grace and strength of a lion and gave brave dreams to other dreamers. Have I told you that you are a healer? Sitting Bull was a Sioux medicine man who healed broken hearts and broken promises. It's fine that we are different, he said. For peace, it is not necessary for eagles to be crows. Though he was put in prison, his spirit soared free on the plains, and his wisdom touched the generations. Have I told you that you have your own song? A woman named Billie Holiday wore a gardenia in her hair and sang beautiful blues to the world. Her voice, full of sadness and joy, made people feel deeply and add their melodies to the chorus. Have I told you that you are strong? A woman named Helen Keller fought her way through long, silent darkness. Though she could not see or hear, she taught us to look at and listen to each other, never waiting for life to get easier. She gave others courage to face her challenges. Have I told you how important it is to honor others' sacrifices? A woman named Maya Lin designed the Vietnam Veterans Memorial to remember those who gave their lives in the war, and the Civil Rights Memorial to thank the many who fought for equality. Public spaces should be filled with art, she thought, so that we can walk amidst it, recalling the past and inspired to fix the future. Have I told you that you are kind? A woman named Jane Addams fed the poor and helped them find jobs. She opened doors and gave people hope. She taught adults and invited children to play and laugh and let their spirits grow wide. Have I told you that you don't give up? And you don't. When violence erupted in our nation, a man named Martin Luther King Jr. taught us unyielding compassion. He gave us a dream that all races and creeds would walk hand in hand. He marched and he prayed and one at a time opened hearts and saw the birth of his dreams in us. Have I told you that you are an explorer? A man named Neil Armstrong was the first to walk on the moon. He watched the world from way up high, and we watched his lunar landing leaps, which made us brave enough to take our own big, bold strides. Have I told you that you are inspiring? A man named Cesar Chavez showed farm workers their own power when they felt they had none. The people were poor but worked hard and loved the land. Cesar picketed, prayed, and talked. The people listened to their hearts and marched for their rights. Sí, se puede, Cesar said. Yes, you can. Have I told you that you are part of a family? A man named Abraham Lincoln knew that all of America should work together. He kept our nation one and promised freedom to enslaved sisters and brothers. This man of the people, simple and plain, asked more of our country, that we behave as kin. Have I told you to be proud of America? Our first president, George Washington, believed in liberty and justice for all. His barefoot soldiers crossed wintry rivers, forging ever on. He helped make an idea into a new country, strong and true, a country of principles, a country of citizens. Have I told you that America is made up of people of every kind? People of all races, religions, and beliefs. People from the coastlines and the mountains. People who have made bright light shine by sharing their unique gifts and giving us the courage to lift one another up, to keep up the fight, to work and build upon all that is good in our nation. Have I told you that they are all a part of you? Have I told you that you are one of them and that you are the future? And have I told you that I love you? The title of this book is Of Thee I Sing, A Letter to My Daughters by President Barack Obama, and it was published. Let's look at the copyright page. Let's see. Barack Obama, Of Thee I Sing, A Letter to My Daughters, illustrated by Lauren Long. And let's look at the copyright page. Here's the copyright page right here. Can you see what year this book was published? Can you find it? Did you find it? Good job. 2010. This book was published in 2010. So let's see, can you recall any of the people from the book? Let's see if Dr. Mike can recall all the people from the book. Let's see, there was Georgia O'Keeffe and Jackie Robinson and Billie Holiday. There was Helen Keller, which also important with Helen Keller is Annie Sullivan. Can you think of any others? Who else? Neil Armstrong. Good. I heard you say that. Let's see. Who else was in the book? Martin Luther King. I just went to the monument today. Martin Luther King Jr. Can you think of any others? Who else? Who did I leave out? I know there are some in there. Sitting Bull. Good. Good job. You remembered Sitting Bull. Maya Lin. Good. Good. Yep. Do you remember what she was famous for, or what her contribution was? That's right. Let's see. Helen Keller, we got her. Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Oh, I know. Who was the lady who helped the poor? You remember? Helped the poor people get jobs and fed them. She was the wife of a president. Jane Addams. That's it. Good job. Let's see. Did I get them all? There's Martin Luther King. There's Neil Armstrong. We mentioned him. Oh, almost forgot Cesar Chavez. How did I do on that translation? Yes, you can. What was it? Can you see it? Si se puede. Si se puede. Did I say it correctly before? I'm not sure. Everyone say it with me. Si se puede. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Oh my goodness. Abraham Lincoln. Yes, Abraham Lincoln. Oh, and I'm in Washington, and how could I forget? George Washington was one of the other important people mentioned. And there's a representative of all of us. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great summer. I hope you read along. See you soon. School starts August 5th. Bye.